Hello people, today I'm going to be doing a review on the trades that I took in April 2020. I say trades but I only had one trade. That's because of the trading strategy that I'm following. I had to wait for my opportunity to fully arise and then pull the trigger. If I get signals which are only half-hearted and only stay within half of my trading strategy, I won't enter. So I'll just be patient and wait for the opportunity. So I'll show you the trade that I took is at this level here. So this is the level that I entered at this price, 71.50. I put my stop loss at this level here. I just get the crosshair. So my risk was in pips, around 138 pips. The market went as high as around 600 pips, but I managed to cash out around here, which works out to be 3 to 1. I cashed out at 3 to 1. Looking at the trade now, you can see that if I did hold on to the trade a lot longer, I would have had around a 12 to 1. But because you have to treat trading like a business and have your strategy in place, I did mention that you also need to have a exit strategy, which will be within your trading strategy itself. My exit strategy forced me to lock in profits around this level here, and I cashed out. So I can't be too angry about it, because I know that in order to be consistent and make consistent profits, you need to have consistency in regards to trade entries, as well as how you're managing your trade and exiting the trade and locking in profits. So again, if I did hold out, I could have managed to get a lot higher, which I'm not too happy about, but I have to be happy because I stay within my trading strategy, and I know that over time my methods for me and for my system work well, and I'm able to make consistent profits. So now I'll show an example of how you can use a couple of things that I've gone over previously, one being the moving average method. So we're going to be using a 10 moving average exponential, which you can see here in red. As you can see these two candlestick patterns here. Well, this one candlestick pattern here, which is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, which occurs touching the 10 EMA. As you can see, you would have entered at the same price that I did, with the same risk. You may have cashed out around this level, you may have cashed out there, or you may have held and cashed out somewhere up here. But this is an example of how you can use the moving average support method, which I spoke about, and how you can add it to your trading strategy so you can make consistent profits. That's one method. This is on a 4-hour time frame, but again, all technical analysis and technical indicators can be applied to any time frame, and you can use them across the board on any financial instrument. What I'll do now is I'll highlight this area here and go to a lower time frame. So say we're on the 1-hour time frame, just get that off there, and we draw a Fibonacci from the low here to the high. You can see that price touches the 38.2 level, which is here. But again, if we go to a lower time frame again, to a 15-minute time frame, let's go to current price, go back a little. You can see that price touched the 38.2 level, and as you can see, you've got even though it doesn't look like it, I'll just show you now. Whenever price looks like this, you can just get the crosshair out, or the data window, sorry. Hover over that candlestick there. It has an open of 70.63.480. The next green candle has a close price of 70.64. So as you can see, there's a minimal price difference, but either way, there's a clear indication that this here is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, which occurs touching your 38.2 level on your Fibonacci, which is good. Another method that you can use is the use of, another way of confirmation that you could have used, is by the use of the RSI, Relative Strength Index. Apply it to the 14. I normally have I normally have a 9 period. Again, when it comes to periods, you can change them to whatever you like. Basically, just make sure that you test them thoroughly. And as you can see at this level here, where you can see your bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, if I just get this line here, you can see that price makes a lower low. This low here is lower than the previous low here, but on the RSI you can see that RSI makes a higher low. which you can see here. So you would have actually got into the trade earlier than myself. I got in at this level here, but if you use a lower time frame, you could have got in at this level here. Lower amount of risk in pips, so you could have made more profits, especially if you held on to the trade for a lot longer. But yep, so in April 2020, I only had one trade. I've got a verified track record to show that as well. But this is just to show you that you can use technical indicators to consistently profit from the market. Hope this video helps.